All right, we are live. We are live. I'm coming at you with five on this beautiful Sunday morning. This is Gavin Richard presents. Welcome to my channel, GBoo2786. Whoever you are, wherever you are, hope you're enjoying your Sunday right now. Some of you maybe even be in church, giving God the glory. That's a good thing. I did that on yesterday, so that's why I'm sitting here comfortably, just looking outside my patio. I wanted to enjoy the sunlight and the fresh air. It's beautiful today. Let me just show you guys right quick. I hope you guys can hear me while I'm outside. Apologize if you can't. I just wanted to do this out here, but it's beautiful today. So no rain, no clouds, just sun, and it's cool. It's not hot. That's kind of how I like it. So if you're just joining me, um, we're waiting for a few more people. I see someone joined earlier. Let's see. We're waiting on a few more people. Okay, some people are joining the chat. Try to get more people to come in. This is going to be, I'm going to keep it under 15 minutes, guys, if I can. Uh, you know, ever since Kobe Bryant passed away. All right, what's up, Squeaky? Our YouTube's got to be tripping. Hold on before I begin, because I know they're on some shit. Because I can see, and I know I have over 250 subscribers to my channel. And when I'm looking at, when I go live, I always see zero, or I see one person there. But then I'll see multiple people comment. So something is wrong with YouTube's analytics and how they do things, because or they're doing it on purpose to prevent me from getting more followers. At any rate, uh, let me get back to where I was, because this is about Kobe Bryant. And you guys, I have some more videos that I'm going to be dropping, because I would like to talk about that Red Table Talk BS interview, or sit down that Jada Pinkett Smith and her family had with Snoop Dogg, because that was an emasculation. But that's not what I'm going to do in this video. This video, if you see from the title, Kobe Bryant, as I was saying earlier, and his family have had to deal with constant disrespect ever since the day he died. And you all know from the way that the media have been reporting the news, think of how they handled it when they talked about how Rick Fox was on a helicopter, how that devastated his family, how they tried to say all of Kobe Bryant's children were originally on the helicopter. They couldn't even get the right number of people correct. At first, they said it was 4 people, but then they said it was his entire family, all of his children. And, just think of that. If Vanessa Bryant had to look at that and read that, hell, even Joe and Pamela Bryant, Kobe's parents, who got disrespected at his memorial. That's another video for another day that I wanted to talk about, because I felt that they should have been acknowledged. And to a degree, I don't. I guess that goes on Vanessa's part, or whoever was handling the memorial. The fact that they didn't mention them was just plain wrong. Whatever happened, that's Kobe Bryant's parents, and they should have been recognized. And so should have his sisters, regardless of what happened 10 or 20 years ago. As Vanessa has lost a child, Joe and Pamela also lost a child, or their only son. So, they should have squashed that shit out. And then, unfortunately, by them not mentioning them, it became a public spectacle, and it took away from the beauty of the memorial to a degree. So things like that should get hashed out. But the constant disrespect from the national media, coupled now with today's news, it was reported on yesterday that Kobe Bryant's crash scene photographs that were taken by the Los Angeles Sheriff's Police Department were leaked out to the press, and also leaked out to the public via a deputy who was trying to, according to this headline by popculture.com, to impress a girl. Clout chasing. This is from this morning, March 1st, 2020, by Tania Hussein from popculture.com sports. Kobe Bryant's widow, Vanessa Bryant, is absolutely devastated following the allegations of Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department deputies sharing graphic photos of the helicopter crash that killed her husband, their 13-year-old daughter, Gianna Bryant, and that evening. Vanessa is incredibly upset over reports from the department as they continue their investigation of this heinous act. Vanessa's lawyer, Gary Robb, per The Guardian, said his client took to the sheriff's office on the day of the crash on January 26th, requesting that the area be designated a no-fly zone and protected from photographers. This was of critical importance to her as she desired to protect the dignity of all victims and their families, Robb said on behalf of Vanessa. At that time, Sheriff Alex Villanueva, Villanueva assured us all measures would be put in place to protect the family's privacy. And it is our understanding, the families, plural, and it is our understanding that he has worked hard to honor those requests. Robb went on to call the act of sharing such photographs, some reportedly even showcasing the remains of victims, an unspeakable violation of decent respect, and the privacy rights of the victims and their families. I would say human decency, not dissent. The claims, according to the Los Angeles Times, have left officials deeply disturbed over the privacy breach. You're damn right. The sheriff is deeply disturbed at the thoughts deputies could allegedly engage in such an insensitive act. A thorough investigation will be conducted by the department with the number one priority of protecting the dignity and privacy of the victims and their families. This is from earlier, the photographs reportedly were also being passed around by first responders to the crash. Captain Jorge Valdez, the head of the sheriff's information video, says his offices informed family members of the crash victims because the Times inquired about the images. It is not known what's shown on the photos, but the sheriff's department is looking into the matter. It was also reported that one of the deputies took the photos and went to a bar with a source alleging to TMZ that he tried to impress a girl by showing her the photos. That's when a bartender overheard the conversation and filed an online complaint to the sheriff's department. So a bartender has more dignity than those that were sworn to uphold the law. A bartender had more dignity than those who know about privacy violations, about rights, and how to follow, who are supposed to follow orders. A bartender did more than the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department's deputy to protect the privacy rights of Vanessa Bryant and the other family members who lost someone in that crash. Seven others, excuse me. So I'm not shocked, obviously, by this, because I knew something like this would leak out eventually. I mean, remember when TMZ were the ones that first reported the news that Kobe Bryant had died in a helicopter crash alone with his daughter and 4 others. And if you remember correctly, there were people that were upset with TMZ over releasing this news before the police department even had an opportunity to even go and tell the families what happened. You just think of that for a second. That on your Sunday morning, you wake up and you see news on Twitter that your husband has died, that your son has died, that your daughter has died, your sister, your brother have died. All of those people just reading that and hearing that in the morning, not having an opportunity to grieve and function, and thinking also that, according to what I've heard, that your other children died. That's what they did with Kobe Bryant. And the continuing disrespect by the media by the press, by Los Angeles County. This is what they think of black men. That's why I want to do that video on Snoop Dogg. That's why I want to do that other video on Kobe Bryant's parents not being mentioned at the memorial, because you can see the disdain that they have. When you look at great men, our great athletes or entertainers, push them to the brinks of success. I saw earlier they're doing a movie. They're doing a movie on Venus and Serena Williams, and Will Smith is playing Richard Williams, which I can't fathom because he doesn't look anything like Richard Williams. I was wondering if Danny Glover was available. Uh, I mean, frankly, Richard Williams is an old guy. He looks just like he could probably pass for him, or even a brother like Keith David, who's a tremendous actor that could play that role. But neither here nor there. You see how these black men uh, even don't get rarely acknowledged in the press and media, like Richard, like Eldrick, Lieutenant Colonel Eldrick Woods, Lieutenant Colonel of the United States Army for 20 years. Also, who pushed Tiger to be an outstanding golfer even at the age of 3 years old, going on Bob Hope's show and golfing with Merv Griffin and Bob Hope, and beating these guys in tournaments, beating grown men. It's Michael Jordan's dad working with him day and night, and Joe Jackson working with Michael Jackson and his brothers. The constant disrespect that we've seen, and I'm hoping that Vanessa Bryant files some type of lawsuit against the Los Angeles Police Department, Los Angeles Sheriff's Department. Let me get that straight, because police and sheriff's departments are a little different. Of course, when you're talking about a sheriff versus police, there's a difference in municipalities. One representing the actual city, the other representing, that county, and so forth. I think those are usually how they differentiate those different departments. But this is the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department that was responsible for this. Squeaky G says, let's look at the comments. It sounds like pain and suffering if I'm a family member. Yes, that could be disturbing. I don't know how deep the damages are, but obviously, given how they leaked these photographs after they promised they would ensure privacy, definitely could be seen as pain and suffering. The other thing, too, is you have to determine what are the damages. By damages meaning what's a monetary amount. So that's something that remains to be seen. But obviously, given the fact that a multi-millionaire dies with his child and how loved Kobe Bryant was around the world, I can imagine a jury will probably, or this may not even go to trial. They may try and settle it. Who knows? But I'm hoping she files some type of lawsuit against them, because they need to be hitting the pockets with this. You can't not allow something like this to happen. This should not happen, and definitely disciplinary measures would be in place. Possibly, I think these deputies, they need to be fired immediately if it's proven true that this was the case, and it sounds like it is. I believe it is. I don't know who. We don't know who the deputies were exactly, to what extent, but it doesn't surprise me. It's just like when the photographs from Baghdad in Iraq were released after the Iraqi war, and we saw pictures of soldiers, dancing and gloating over the bodies of dead Iraqi civilians and also prisoners of war, like how they had the soldier pointing her gun, a fake gun, at an Iraqi prisoner while he's naked with a hood over his head. I remember that distinctly. Things like that. It doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me at all. Another thing, too, guys, before I leave, so I wanted to break that news if you guys haven't been following, because it's gotten real out of hand, the way that they have treated Kobe Bryant and his family and these other members of the families who perished on that crash. No regard for human life anymore. Just constant disrespect. I told you guys this was going to be 15 minutes, and look, I'm at the 15, or a little bit over the 15-minute mark right now. But what I want you to do, please hit like, hit subscribe, share this video to my members in the chat. If you're on Facebook, you can share this video. We're talking about Kobe Bryant's crime scene photographs, crash photographs being shared, not crime scene, excuse me, being shared by the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department's deputies. Hit like. Please donate as well to Cash App, to Google Pay. Those links are in the description of this video. You'll also see links to the news articles that I provided with you to give me this information today. Some new videos are going to be dropping. I have a Patreon account that I would like for you guys to join at. I'm going to be uploading some videos there where I will talk about the Red Table Talk. That will be on here. Who else is in the channel? I want to know who's in the chat. I know Squeaky G is here, but we got a few other people here. Spoken. Sometimes a little longer than that. So not saying my channel's unstable. Yeah, but it's definitely so yeah, YouTube's up to something. But yeah, but definitely you guys please donate and subscribe to the channel. But obviously this stuff is, I knew it was a matter of time before something like this happened where they were going to leak those photographs. They were going to be out. I knew you can't protect as much as you want to promise to protect something. I know you can't control everyone, and obviously people are going to disobey you. So I hope they find out with a giant number that they want in court for this. Because aside from suing the helicopter company that Vanessa Bryant is filed, they need to file suit against the sheriff's department for the way they've handled it. I wish they could. She could have sued Gayle King for what she did to Kobe, but obviously they'll claim freedom of the press, and that'll be their first argument, to defend against defaming the dead. And I want to do a special shout out to the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, who defended Brother Snoop and criticized Gayle King, and he even did it out of love too. When he said, "Gayle King, you are my sister," you can guys check that out. I'll talk about that in a later video. But I wanted to shout out the Honorable Minister Farrakhan for that, because he always speaks to what Black men can't speak on. He represents the voiceless in America right now, who are frustrated by the things that they have seen and how Brother Kobe was being attacked, because it's an attack on all of us. When they can mention someone's past, when they can bring it up like it's someone's past, like it was a matter of fact, like it happened. And we know the truth that it didn't. He went to trial. That's the thing I don't get. That's what people get upset about. That's why people get mad. This was already handled in court. So why are we going back over this? Why are we going back over somebody's criminal history, something that he wasn't convicted on, and we're going to talk like it's true? We're talking like it happened, like it was a matter of fact. If you're going to mention he got charged with it, you need to mention the charges were dismissed, why they were dismissed, what was the results of the investigations, the fact that multiple semen was found in this woman, in her drawers, how she had schizophrenia, how her stories didn't add up. I got an article from the New York Times even reporting it, because why? He was actually there. I believe this was a female, excuse me. She was actually there. She witnessed what happened, and she posted an article after Kobe died. No, Kobe Bryant is not a rapist, but they won't report that. And you got dumb motherfuckers like Charles Barkley. They put his ass on there to speak, and he'll talk down on Kobe Bryant. His stuff was worse than what Gayle King did. His stuff was actually worse. I think and people did criticize Charles for that. A lot of people don't think it was this misogyny thing, that why people were going after Gayle King, and you had these assholes on Morning Joe and Reverend Bobblehead Sharpton, who I don't like, who never can't lead me anywhere but to a salon or a buffet. Going up there saying, I defend Gayle King, never mentioning what that woman, Allison Morrison, said the day before when Kobe Bryant died about Los Angeles niggas. Never said anything because he likes that check. Y'all support him if you want. I don't. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. You're gonna see some more videos drop on this. This is not the end of the Kobe Bryant story and saga. Unfortunately, they're not letting him in his rest in peace along with his daughter Gianna. But I definitely want to get into. I will get into that video about Snoop Dogg and the Red Table Talk with Jada Pinkett Smith. I'm definitely going to get into that, to the memorial, and a bunch of other things that are just happening. So I'll holla. You guys be safe, be blessed. Thank you. Subscribe to this channel. Like the videos. We've got 5 people that are watching this video right now. I'm trying to get a little bit more. I'm sure there are more that are watching, but like the video. Leave a comment for anyone. Be respectful. Who else is here in the chat room? Squeaky, we always know you here. See if anyone can. Did you see anybody else? All right. Roberta Johnson. Hello. Hello, Roberta. How are you? Please subscribe. I have on my entire channel. We'll be uploading some more. And I'm going to give you guys my Patreon account too later today. I'll tell you when that video is dropping. And you guys can, that way you guys can check it out. I got to run, guys. You be safe. Be blessed. Enjoy this morning, whatever you do. Make you some breakfast, get you some coffee, tea, whatever. It's windy out here in New Orleans East. Just take a look. That's actually the old jazz land that was out here way before Katrina. I think they built it in 2000, around 2000, 2001, sometime around there. I enjoyed it. They need to do something about it. I'll holla, guys. Peace.